マーシュ、なんだっけ。頭がぼんやりする。アーシェはうんと伸びをして頭を振って、何があったのかよく覚えていないのだけど、ほんの一瞬だけ夢を見たような気がする。黒いお城の夢。ずっと昔に、歴史のことはあんまりわからないけど、人間が石器だとか火だとか使う頃、人間がようやく明かりを手にした頃に、仲間がみんなどこかへ消えてしまって一人きりになった王様の黒いお城。そこで誰だろう。見たことある人だと思ったの。その人が王様をさらったのよ。痛そうな玉座から引き剥がして、ほんの一瞬の間だけ見た夢。一度だけ瞬きをしたらもう目が覚めて、気づいたら本の回線をつないでいた。ハワードに。
回線がつながって。アーシェリか、君なのかい。一体何が。僕は確か古書店で誰かと話して、それから気が遠くなって、おや、記憶が。アーシェリか、僕は確か君に電信をつないだような。
通話口からハワードの声がして、いつもの声。アーシェの好きな彼のちょっとだけ低くてとっても温かい声。よかった。一人じゃないんだ。ロンドンにたった一人で明日の来ない時間に閉じ込められる。そんな夢みたいなことを一瞬だけ頭のどこかで考えてしまって、メアリが白チュームを見た時みたいに、なぜか勝手に涙が溢れて。ハワード、ハーシェ、夢を見たの。怖い夢。とっても寂しい夢。暗い場所で一人っきりで誰かが来るのを待ってる。そんな夢。
よう警部殿、面白いネタがないか拾いに来たぜ。
残念なことにお前さんの喜ぶ話はないな。いや、これは喜ぶべきことかもしれんな。分野の構造、お前さんの飯の種がなければないほど世の中は安息ってことだからな。分野なんざろくなもんじゃない。
相変わらずひでえな、おっさん。まあまあ、そう言わずにいい店紹介するからなんかネタくれよな。イーストエンドのバス停にいい店があるぜ。そこの女主人、えらいべっぴんで。
その手には引っかからんぞ。わしは今のままの男やもめで十分。
そりゃ残念だ。惜しいな、実に惜しい。いや、何、そこの女主人っていうのがまた俺の見るところよく似てるんだな。ほら、なんつったかな、メアリンとこの下宿の大家、なんて名だっけ。
お前。
あ、どうだい、気になるだろ。
あんまり下世話なこと言ってるとしょっぴくぞ。ヤクザ連中とつるんでまた何か危ない橋渡ってるそうじゃないか。
ちっ、やぶへびだったか。
そもそもだな、お前。私の目を呼び捨てにするのがまず。
Time passed for a while after that. Some humans began whispering that an illusory black acid covered London for just an instant. It was an unfamiliar thing for Zack. He felt as if he'd had a daydream, but he couldn't remember it. Inspector Lestrade was the same. He had the feeling he met someone in the West Side, but his memory wasn't clear. In the end, the inspector's worries were all for naught, and his niece Mary Clarissa Christie never left Mrs. Hudson's lodging house. through Zack, he contacted Howard, and the inspector brought several policemen down to the underground corridor. But all they found was a large tunnel. The herd of engines he'd reported was nowhere to be found. There was just the political dilemma that someone had secretly constructed that huge tunnel without official permission. After a while, Queen Victoria declared an end to martial law through a public relations official. There was a rumor in the tabloids that the Queen had decided against the radio broadcast because her voice had suddenly aged several years. But it disappeared with all the usual meaningless rumors like a soap bubble popping. Yes, it was only a rumor. The meta creatures which had caused a silent commotion around the bay were much the same. At long last, no one spoke of either rumor anymore. Yes, no one.
勘弁してくれよ。悪かった。今度はもっとうまく言うから。
いいや、お前さんは何も分かっとらん。分野である前にロンドン子としての礼儀作法ってのを叩き込んでやらんとな。
勘弁。
まずはそうだな。酒で喉を湿らせてからだ。で、いい店があるとか言ってたな。
おっさん。
A single slender man. A man was standing within the darkness of the bookshop. The shelves were filled wall to wall, floor to ceiling. The man pulled one book out. The man's name was said to be Arthur. However, he no longer remembered his name. His world was only within books. Thus all manner of delusions were his world. Thus all manner of realities were meaningless. He opened the book in his hand. It had a black binding and was thick like a dictionary. It was a long-forgotten book of magic. It was also a record of a long-forgotten country. That book had no name. No, he just didn't know the proper name. He tried to read through it. However, Arthur sighed, as if to say he'd grown bored of this book.
マリアベルを殺し、哀れなるチャペック研究会の願いを利用し、明日を待つ二人の少女を核も陥れて、それでも飽き足らず、シャルノスの王にお出ましいただいて、それでもこの程度か。こんな回路しか組めないとはね。愚かしいことだ。かの教授の器もたかが知れる。
What answered him was a shadow, a humanoid too light-colored to call darkness. It couldn't quite be called black. A shadow-colored humanoid stood in the shadow of the bookshelves and nodded at Arthur's murmuring.
僕らの負けだ、今回は。
Orphans washed ashore from Kadath were being bullied by people in the East End because of their ears. There had been rumors about that for a while. The eastern part of London had never been very safe. It seemed as if the Queen was trying not to look at that part of the city, as there was no sign of the slums there disappearing. Even though the northwestern parts were clean, Henri said she just didn't care about places far away from her, but Canis tilted his head. Anyway, this is about those orphans with ears, one of them, and Canis and Henri. Canis was the one who first found someone crying and shaking in the corner of an alleyway. He could see cat ears twitching on top of his head. He realized this child was one of the rumored ones, even though walking all the way from the East End to the Square Mile wasn't easy. The child must have run away from something, because the people in the slums knew no reason. It wasn't especially strange. Maybe he'd run all this way only to get beaten up by an orphan in the Square Mile. Or maybe what little money he had been stolen. Well, he probably hadn't been assaulted by an indiscriminate gentleman at least.
どうすんの？どうするって。ずっと見てるから何かと思って。あんた、秘密基が好き？カダスの機械好きだもんね。エリーもカダスに行ったしね。いいんじゃないの？物好きなケインズで。うるせえよ。
He glared at Henri for making fun of him. He thought about ignoring the child crying in the corner as usual and pestering someone for money. He thought of doing that, but then Ellie's face appeared in his mind. Also, he remembered having a dream about standing all alone in pitch black. It was just a whim, there was nothing particularly special about it.
おい、そこで泣いてるお前。お前だよ。なんだよ。どっか痛いのか？
It was just a thought. He just helped the crying child up to his feet, carrying him on his shoulder. That was what Canis himself thought, but he soon began thinking about how to find a place where all three of them could sleep tonight.
やっぱり物好きね。うるさいな。ほっとけないだろ。 こんなに泣いてさ、一人で泣くんじゃ。
本当に僕がいてもいいのかな。アーシェリカ。ともすれば僕は招かれざる客なのではないかと思うんだが。
そんなことないってば。会いたいって前から言ってたのよ。
シャーロット嬢が？
多分。メアリだったっけ？
アーシェ。
もうやだな、真に受けちゃって。冗談に決まってるじゃない。シャーリーが前から顔を見たがってたの。
意地悪をしないでくれよ、ハニー。しかし緊張してしまうよ。会うのは随分と久しぶりのことだし。
そう？
Angie tilted her head, and Howard managed to smile at her. He respected Angie's wishes even when he was tense. This was the first time he'd been invited to this mansion. Howard had been nervous about it ever since he woke up. He was used to visiting aristocrats' houses, but this was different. This was his fiancée's friend's house. Angie wasn't all that close to her family, so her friends were more important to her than her relatives. And now here he was in one of those friends' mansions. It was no different from meeting his fiancée's parents. Charlie, a girl who was friends with Angie. The third child of the Bronte family, Charlotte Bronte. She had been in a deep sleep for a very long time, but was finally showing signs of recovery. Angie had hoped she'd recover before the year ended, but she'd only started showing signs a week ago. They were here today because the doctor was allowing them to visit her. Miss Charlotte had decided that her two friends would be the first people to visit her during the brief hour when she could stay awake. Namely, Angie and Miss Mary. For some reason, Howard was there too. He didn't see Miss Mary anywhere. Apparently, she was in the bedroom already. From what the doctor said, getting too excited when she was awake would be bad for her. So only one person could wait inside the bedroom until she woke up, and couldn't talk at all, not until she opened her eyes and her mind was stable. So Miss Mary had recommended that Angie go in, but Angie shook her head right away. She sometimes looked like she was selfish, but she was kind and intelligent enough to understand how others feel. Howard was proud to have her as a fiancée. She wanted to be the first to speak to Charlie, but she held back, while showing Mary a smile.
でも、思ったより早くてよかった。1月中に会えたらいいなって思ってたの。
そうだね。回復するのもきっとすぐさ。
It was the new year now, but Angie was happy and smiling as if she'd forgotten what she said back then. The smile of his beloved energized Howard more than anything else.
すぐだよね。だから、ハワード。
なんだい、ハニー。
He could see some redness in Angie's small, soft cheeks. Those eyes made him worry as they gazed at him. What could she?
4人乗りで安定性のいいガーニーがいいわ。あのね、屋根のついた新型があるでしょ。それがいいわ。あのね、郊外でピクニックがしたいの。みんなで一緒に。ダメ？
もちろん OK さ。新大陸の男は愛する女性を裏切らないよ。
ありがとう。大好きよ、ハワード。お弁当アーシェも作るからね。
And now he had to buy a new car. If she wanted one that could carry 4 people, then he probably had to choose a New World brand. That'd be quite expensive, but if just one could make her smile this much, then he didn't mind not eating lunch for a while. Besides, he'd be able to see her smiling constantly on the day before the picnic.
僕は幸せ者だな。明日も明後日も君の笑顔を見ていられる。
シャーリーの反応次第だけどね。
シェリカ。
冗談。新大陸風ジョークのつもりだったのに。
だいぶ違うんじゃないかな。
Then, a silhouette appeared at the far end of the room. The woman set to manage this mansion all on her own, rumored to be so competent someone had tried to hire her for office work. She was also rumored to bring an engine-type cleaning device with her everywhere, but of course she didn't have it right now.